ABC 10 News starts now with breaking news.
That breaking news, police are swarming the Gaslamp tonight after a shooting. This scene unfolded right near outdoor diners on 5th and Island.
Our ABC 10 News breaking news tracker Paul Anderegg is live at the scene. Paul?
We're here at the intersection of 5th and Island, where one of the multiple scenes where victims were found shot, gunned down here just about half an hour to 45 minutes ago. Now, we were actually on scene. I was several blocks away. I arrived on scene with the first two officers who were kneeling over the first victim that was found with a gunshot wound to the chest at the intersection of 6th and Island while I was there, and they were banging on the radio to get the medics expedited. People reported that there were more victims down the street here at 5th and Island. We ran down the street behind some officers who found two more victims, one with a gunshot wound to the chest, another with a gunshot wound to the arm. A few moments later, another victim found a block away south of here. You can probably see the flashing lights way down there. That is going to be 5th and J Street. That's where another victim was found. Unfortunately, he was pronounced dead on scene. So a total of 4 people shot, 1 person killed. From what we heard on the scanner while we were on scene here, there's another scene way up there. You can see some flashing lights. That's where we heard that 2 suspects were detained after being chased down and possibly being tased. So we're going to work to confirm that information. But we're here again. This is right in front of the Gaslamp Pizza. You can see all the items out here. We talked to one person who assisted a victim who had a slice of pizza, and he spoke of. He told that witness that they were walking down the street and someone who may have been homeless, there was some sort of a shoulder bump, which just then got out of control, and that suspect just started opening fire on everybody around him. So we're going to stay on scene here. San Diego Police Homicide is en route, and we'll continue to bring more updates tonight and on ABC 10 News this morning. Back to you.
Still very chaotic. Paul, thank you for the update. Also tonight, 2 of the nation's largest university systems say they will require everyone returning on campus to be fully vaccinated against COVID-19. The Cal State and UC systems made that joint announcement just this afternoon. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Steve Atkinson.
And I'm Kimberly Hunt. ABC 10 News reporter Rena Nakano spoke to students at San Diego State who welcomed this new rule.
Both school systems say they are making the announcement today to give people ample time to make arrangements before the fall term. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, students here at San Diego State haven't experienced a lively campus life in a very long time.
You're not really getting the education you pay for, and it's just, much better if you actually go back on campus.
I was hoping to come back in person when I came back from study abroad, but obviously that doesn't happen.
Stephanie Boyce was studying abroad in China. She's back in San Diego, but still no in-person learning. But things are about to change. Thursday afternoon, the CSU and UC systems jointly announced that they will be requiring all students and staff to get the COVID-19 vaccine. The new rule will be in effect fall 2021, or once the FDA grants full approval of 1 or more vaccines, whichever comes later. Right now, the available vaccines only have the FDA's emergency use authorization.
It just protects the faculty and the students, especially the faculty who may have young kids or the elderly that come and visit. So I feel like it's a really good effort by both the CSU and UC.
CSUs and UC schools already require measles, mumps, rubella, chickenpox, Tdap, meningitis, TB, and hepatitis B vaccines. So this would be in addition to that. It will affect more than 1 million students and employees in the 33 campuses across the UC and CSU systems combined. Boyce welcomes the new rule, saying it's a step toward a return to a normal college life.
We all just want things to go back to normal, so I think at the end of the day it's best for everyone to just get vaccinated.
But there is an exception to the rule. People can opt out of the COVID-19 vaccine requirement if they cite medical or religious reasons. However, they will be subject to additional safety measures. At San Diego State University, I'm Rena Nakano, ABC 10 News.
On Monday, the University of San Diego also announced students who live in residential halls or attend in-person classes need to submit proof of vaccination for the fall quarter.
It hurts. Because that it was a close family friend.
Grief and shock tonight after 2 teenagers were killed in a truck crash near SeaWorld last night. A memorial with flowers was formed at the crash site on SeaWorld Drive today. And our ABC 10's reporter Michael Chen has the one thing the driver's friends say just doesn't make any sense about what happened.
Along SeaWorld Drive, a crumpled truck marking the end of a deadly ride. Around 9:30 Wednesday night, police say a 19-year-old man was driving a Ford F-150 truck with a 19-year-old woman in the passenger seat at a high rate of speed when he lost control of the vehicle, striking a light pole and then a street light. Fire crews used the jaws of life, but both teens died at the scene.
It just doesn't feel real. Like, I feel like I'm going to wake up from a dream.
Riley Burke was friends with the driver. She says he was a recent graduate of Montecito High in Ramona.
Very sarcastic and joking with everything. He was just always there if you needed him. Like, if you were having a bad day, you could call him and he'd be there.
Daryl Smith says he had hired the teen, a family friend, for work around the house.
I'd have him come over and do landscaping at my house, working on my yard. He wanted to build his own business. That's what he was working towards. The sad part is I don't know how to break it to my son. My son, idolized him. And he was also teaching my autistic son how to ride a dirt bike.
Both Smith and Burke call the details of the crash surprising.
He was always really careful.
Because he was known as a safe driver.
I've let him use my personal truck, my personal trailer. He's always been a real slow, cautious, driver.
Police say the investigation is just beginning into the cause of the crash that claimed 2 young lives. Michael Chen, ABC 10 News.
The identities of the victims have yet to be released.
And turning now to our gloomy weather, there has been drizzle around the county all day. Meteorologist Angelica Campos is joining us now with a look at what is still to come. Angelica.
Hi, Kim, that's right. And more drizzle is going to be redeveloping tonight and into tomorrow. So for most of the day, it's been across East County. That's starting to change for some parts of the county. As we look now at our pinpoint Doppler live, you can actually see most of the activity here as I zoom in right there in the North County near Escondido, where it's been pretty much all morning. And as we continue moving south, we can also see some of that activity near Alpine. We're going to see additional showers early tomorrow morning, and then a storm that could potentially bring better chance of actually decent accumulations in the county. We'll break it all down in our 7-day forecast.
Angelica, thank you. The California economy is creeping closer to reopening. After a year in the dark, many events are starting to signal a return to life. Our ABC 10 News reporter Adam Rakusin takes a look at the rebound of big events and the venues faced with a tough decision.
Across the state, a glimmer of hope.
We are very excited to get back in business, and we've missed being in business. We love what we do.
Chris Goldsmith is the president of Belly Up Entertainment. After waiting more than a year, the concert venue finally got state guidelines for reopening.
It only felt like the beginning of something and a pinprick of light at the end of the tunnel.
Of course, a few days after that, the state made the announcement the tier system will go away and the economy will reopen in mid-June. That's good news, but that announcement forces businesses like Belly Up to either create a 2-month tier-based business model or operate another few months the way they have been with live streams.
We're trying to kind of keep it fairly soft until we know for certain what we're doing.
While they wait to see what a June 15th statewide reopening really looks like, big venues for entertainment are back open. Some of the rides at SeaWorld San Diego reopened after being closed for more than a year.
Just felt good to be on the ride, and we're having so much fun out here.
In Carlsbad, Legoland wasted no time getting fans back in the park and on the rides.
Really great day for us to open.
Fans are back in the stadiums for Major League Baseball games. Amusement parks across the state are finding ways to get people back, and outdoor concert venues are planning events to fill the summer sky. Even fairs from north to south are altering plans that initially kept them closed to reworked and potentially reopened versions. As of Wednesday, state data showed more than 10.5 million Californians are fully vaccinated. CDC data shows, other than Hawaii, California's 7-day coronavirus case rate is the lowest in the United States.
There's a lot of reason to hope, but we have to collectively come together to continue to fight the spread.
Dr. Abby Olade is a family medicine doctor with the Sharp Reese Steele Medical Group. She says because the virus is invisible, it can really give people a false sense that it's gone. It's important to remember we're still in a pandemic.
But when you are out in public, you still have to mask regardless of your vaccination status. You still have to distance.
For Chris and Belly Up, safety's first. When they reopen the doors, they want to offer that same quality experience they're known for.
I do think that the enthusiasm is going to be hard to fight, and that there's definitely going to be a surge of people going out and having a good time.
Adam Merkusen, ABC 10 News.
To learn more about the state's reopening plan and to get resources related to coronavirus, go to our website, 10news.com, and click on the rebound.
The pace of COVID-19 vaccinations is beginning to decline across the country. The daily average is now under 3 million doses, a number that hasn't been seen in weeks. Sites like the one in Fresno are struggling to get appointments filled.
When 16 and older opened, which we opened 2 weeks ago, I did expect a rush, and it never materialized.
Experts say part of the decline is appointments accessibility, but they say the other part is vaccine hesitancy. Meantime, the CDC is expected to review more data tomorrow about the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. The single shot was paused after 6 women reported rare but serious blood clots.
Also tonight, the World Health Organization is updating its guidance on the AstraZeneca vaccine. Today, it said the vaccine does carry the risk of causing rare but severe blood clots. The update comes after European regulators reported a possible link to blood clotting earlier this month. The WHO says the benefits of that vaccine still outweigh the risks. The chances of the AstraZeneca vaccine causing blood clotting is about 1 in every 100,000 people.
The county reported 281 new cases today, while our test positivity rate held at 2%. Another 3 San Diegans have lost their lives to COVID, bringing our total to just under 3,700.